Every item that Suzie Fletcher fixes on the repair shop reflects the love, grief, and perseverance that have characterized her life. Suzie's world was in pieces when she established her life and profession in the United States, and her loyal husband became ill and died. Suzie Fletcher's profound knowledge and kind demeanor have enthralled audiences. She is most recognized for her work as a skilled leather and saddle specialist on the repair shop. In the 1960s, Suzie was born and reared in Oxfordshire, England. She was raised in a close-knit, artistic household that appreciated quality and tradition. Suzie was raised with a strong work ethic and a passion for artisanship by her parents. The family also placed a strong emphasis on practicality. Her parents urged her to acquire abilities that would help her in the future. Suzie inherited her mother's passion of needlework and crafts from a young age, and her father's influence helped her develop a sense of discipline and determination. Steve, Suzie's elder brother, was a major influence to the family since he shared her love of building and mending things. A lasting sibling friendship was created around their shared interests when Steve Fletcher, who would go on to become a clock repairman, chatted to Suzie about his early experiments with mechanics and restoration. From an early age, Suzie had a strong love for animals, especially horses. Oxfordshire, a county in England, was the greatest place to nurture this enthusiasm. Her natural love of horses drove her to ride them frequently and even learn how to take care of them. So it was more than just a pastime. Suzie had developed an interest in the saddles, harnesses, and leatherwork that enabled horseback riding by the time she was a teenager and was beginning to comprehend the process of making leather. Suzie made the decision to turn her passion for horses into a career after graduating from college in order to become an expert in equestrian leatherwork. Suzie was unfazed by the fact that this was an uncommon path for a young lady at the time. The leatherworking sector, particularly saddle making, which had a high learning curve, was dominated by men. She applied to many leatherworking apprenticeships before landing a job at a reputable saddlery. Working on complex leather crafts and honing the specific techniques needed to construct saddles at this period taught her the value of perseverance, patience, and accuracy. Suzie made the decision to visit the US in her early 20s. She left England for several reasons, including the desire to push herself outside her comfort zone and to grow as a person. In addition, the demand for leatherwork and saddlery was increasing in the US, especially among Western and equestrian cultures. Suzie immediately entered into the leatherworking business after coming to America, landing a job at a respectable saddlery. The transition was difficult since she had to adjust not just to a new nation, but also to somewhat different preferences and methods for designing saddles and leather goods. But the disorder was energizing to her. She combined her British skills with fresh concepts and methods she'd seen in the US, and she mastered the approaches that American riders favored. Suzie was able to enhance her whole experience and expand her skill set while she was in America. She developed a devoted following by becoming skilled at tailoring saddles and leather products to specific requirements. She also started to view leatherworking as a trade as much as an art. She had always taken care to create saddles that were both stylish and useful, and her reputation in America was enhanced by her meticulousness and commitment to excellence. As she innovated to better her designs and processes, she took pride in maintaining the heritage of traditional saddle making while creating gorgeous leatherwork. In her personal life, Suzie Fletcher had many difficulties, especially in her connection with her late husband. In the early 2000s, Suzie married an American, Rob, when she was residing in Colorado, but their marriage quickly became toxic. Suzie has been honest about their toxic relationship, particularly Rob's domineering actions. Tragically, she revealed that Rob had assaulted her in the past, including a horrifying incident in which he strangled her, leaving her afraid she would not survive. Suzie stayed in the marriage for a number of years, in the hopes that things would get better, even though she was being abused. But Rob still occasionally erupted with violence. Later on, Suzie realized that the violence was a result of his own long-standing anxieties. Rob's violent outbursts gradually decreased, and Suzie thought he was developing emotional self-control. But there was no denying its effect on her. Their lives were drastically turned upside down in 2013 when they learned that Rob was diagnosed with advanced pancreatic cancer. Suzie said she was shocked to hear about his sickness, calling it a bolt out of the blue. Even if some of his wishes looked unattainable, she was committed to giving him whatever he desired in his last years. Regretfully, Rob died of the illness in the same year. Suzie was extremely prone because of the stress of her marriage and the death of her spouse. She finally joined the cast of The Repair Shop after returning to the UK following his death. According to Suzie, the show enabled her to start the healing process for herself and the priceless things she brought to the store. After her husband passed away, Suzie struggled to find meaning in life. Even though she had devoted a significant portion of her life to her career and the life she had created with him in the United States, everything seemed different now that he was gone. Her brother Steve, who was already working on The Repair Shop in the UK, urged her to return to England at this trying period. Steve saw that Suzie needed a change, and that working with family may provide a reassuring setting while she mourned, and made an effort to recover. She found a new purpose when she joined The Repair Shop and returned to her origins in England. She was able to put her abilities to work while assisting others in finding significance in their own treasured possessions. She plays a big part in the program, which has won several awards, including the BAFTA TV Awards and the National Television Awards. The awards demonstrate the program's popularity and the value of preserving workmanship, which Suzie promotes by taking part in the show. Furthermore, Suzie has gained the respect of both viewers and other experts for her work on The Repair Shop, which has come to represent a commitment to traditional crafts. She has become much more popular on daytime television. She is estimated to be worth $2 million. Suzie has found solace in using her leatherworking abilities to mend valuable artifacts ever since she started working at The Repair Shop. She has been able to express her ideas via her art through the program, which has helped her recover and provide others beauty and comfort. Many viewers interpret Suzie's method of repair as a metaphor for the healing process, which comprises taking something worn out or broken and giving it a thoughtful, respectful restoration. Suzie views every project she works on for the exhibition as a chance to pay tribute to her husband's memory and the love and support he provided her throughout their time together, in addition to the item's historical significance. Thank you for watching. Remember to press the subscribe button and enable notifications if you enjoy this video and would want to see more like it. More intriguing tales, information, and updates are on its way. Please leave a comment below and share the video with any friends you think would be interested in learning more.